What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today Jagex has actually released the Wyverns, which are a level 96 Slayer requiring monster at level 127, dropping the Wyvern crossbow. And in the background, this is live gameplay for a change instead of pre-recorded stuff, so I'm actually showing you how to get to these new Wyvern creatures. Again, level 96 Slayer is needed to actually be killing these, but once you obtain that level, you can bring yourself down to here onto the Mudskipper's Point, which is just south of Port Sarim. And for anybody who is not exactly sure what I mean, it's actually right here. Port Sarim here, Lodestone is right here. You just run down. It's right where the actual other skeletal wyverns are. These are not these skeletals, these are called wyverns. Now, I've been killing them for probably about an hour or so. I know my pack yak's almost dead, but that should last me a little bit down here. I've been killing for about an hour or so, and I haven't gotten the bow yet, but I do know one person who has, and I believe it's worth about 150 mil, and that's actually quite a nice drop to get. That is obviously the main drop you're going for, but the other drops aside from those are alright. I have not been picking them up because I've been kind of just like speeding through them, not worrying about picking up loot and whatnot, so I've left a lot of wyvern bones in the floor. What I have been doing is at the end of my trip, just running around and grabbing everything I see before I leave, and it's been semi-paying for my trips, and I've been, kind of doing alright. So what you want to do is come to the wyvern entrance here, which is the skeletal wyverns, and I tend to pot up right here, so I don't have to worry about it when I jump down. Do that. Drink all of your potions. You should be bringing a Supreme Overload, a Wormfire potion, and an anti-poison plus if you can. Obviously, you should be using mage on these. They are weak to fire, and as for an aura, people have been using penance. I have one that's not charged. Oh well. And then obviously I use, you don't have to use Soul Split. Some people I've seen been using Protect Range or Mage, but I've found the best luck with Soul Split. And was that a hardcore? That's a hardcore. Okay. But I've been using Soul Split and doing pretty alright. You don't have to really press anything before you go down. So go down to the hole and you should be inside of the Wyvern lair. Now these have a couple of special attacks. I'm not 100% sure on all of them. I'll just guide you through a kill briefly though, and I can show you some of them. So basically, apparently you get stunned. You can see my screen starting to crystallize a little bit. There are these fire remains around the room and I'm getting beat the hell up. But when you start to be crystallized on your screen, you kind of want to hit on the fire remains and light it, and it kind of protects you from being frozen in a sense. And what will happen is if you're actually frozen, you'll be stunned for, I believe it's 8 seconds. And it's really annoying. So I'd strongly advise sticking near a fire pit so you can see if it's actually lit or not, and then kind of just killing the wyverns from there. I've been in this spot for a while, and I've actually liked it, to be honest. It's been alright for me. I know I'm eating a lot of food right now, but it's kind of just how it is. These are kind of a bit powerful. I'm not exactly sure on the best way to kill them. These are just the ways that I've been killing them, and I've been standing on this flame. I've been told to use a lot of stuns, so I've been using my asphyxiate quite a bit. I try to build up to my ultimate. I'm gonna die here. I try to build up to my ultimate if I can, and then just kind of sunshine and go with it, but as soon as the fixate comes back up, I usually just grab onto it and go with it. Are all my potions up? They are. We're all good. So you can see some of the drops. They're dropping a lot of wyvern bones, which is to be expected since they are obviously from the wyverns, and they actually dropped them noted as well, I believe up to 10, which is quite a lot, and those are nice because, like I said, I don't actually pick up drops, but at the end of the trip, I'll run around and grab all my loose drops, and I'll grab a lot of noted ones, and I'll end up with like 20 or 30 in my inventory, which is really cool to see. And as you can see, this is not getting hit that bad. Obviously, I'll pick up a wyvern bow if I do see one on the floor, but I have not been able to see one yet. I bring a pack yak with me for more food, because clearly I need it. I'm such a noob down here. But you could also bring a Steel Titan, I suppose, although they're not weak to range, but I guess a Steel Titan would maybe possibly do you alright down here. Basically, just you gotta pay attention to your HP a bit. They do hit a bit, not a while. And again, this may not be the best method, but is the method that I've been using. Considering this is day of release, I guess I'm not doing too bad. I've seen a lot of people complaining about them being too overly difficult. But in my opinion, they're not overly difficult. It's just people are used to weak monsters for Slayer. Kind of like abyssal demons and stuff like that. They're in a sense, they're just like a cow, except with more HP. So they're not exactly. Why did I already run out? That's really weird. I dropped sharks too. But they're just like, they're like lower level creatures with just more HP. Don't do much damage to you. No Slayer creature really has been difficult. Oh, I mean, I guess rune dragons, but those are newer as well. And that's what these kind of remind me of, a bit kind of rune dragon-ish. The drops themselves are a bit rune dragon-ish with a lot of, well, not a lot, but a good amount of rune. Some obviously some errors on there. I think it's 2 they drop at a time. Rune bolts, dragon dart tips. So yeah, the drops are alright themselves. If you actually came down here and picked them up, you can make a decent amount of money. Or if you came down here and picked up my drops, you'd probably make a decent amount of money. But that's going to probably do it for this video, though. I'm going to probably stay down here for a while. Just wanted to do a first look at these Wyverns that just came out today, requiring, again, level 96 Slayer to actually be killed. And I suggest probably, I'd say at least tier 85 plus magic weapons. So that would be like the worm heart thing there. Oh, don't attack 2 at a time either. That's probably a bad idea. But Virtus might work down here, but I really wouldn't suggest it. I'd suggest a little bit higher than that. But, oh, and also the bow itself is actually tier 85 and it has a special effect that I'm not sure of yet. That's great. I think somebody's on that. Mr. GW on Twitter, I believe, was looking into that. I've not seen if he's posted back any feedback. But I think that'll do it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed a nice little first look at the new Wyvern Slayer creatures. If you guys did, obviously give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. But if not, then don't do that and tell me I suck. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you later.